Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will set the main agenda on what our blog is all about by using the category section in our admin panel. A category is used to sort and group your blog post into different sections. For example, a news website might have categories in which articles are found under news, opinion, weather, and sports. Category, simply put, makes visitors access your website, helps in the easy navigation and faster search of your stories and articles. At the moment, this is the bare bone of our site's front page. So let's head to our WordPress dashboard. So under post, click on categories. Since our site is focused on lifestyle, beauty and healthy issues, and to educate and inform about the virus pandemic, we will choose a couple of categories to segment our stories. But don't forget to add an all category to allow people to view all posts easily. So I'll fast forward this part whilst I write my categories. You can also do the same for yours. So on the post, click add new. Since WordPress 5.0, the classic editor has been replaced by a different editor called Gutenberg, and this gives content developers a whole landscape of user engagement called blogs. Blogs are content types that can be used to develop your content. It's pretty easy and very user friendly. So on the top of your screen, click on the plus icon. You can see blogs group under categories. The first category is the most used blogs, which shows you the likely candidates you might use to write content for your blog. Or examples include paragraphs, page breaks, images, and many more. They are quite self-explanatory. So when you hover on page breaks, it describes what it does. Paragraphs, images, they are all self-explanatory, and this is the mostly used based on what content you normally write on your blogs. So automatically the Gutenberg will assemble your most used blogs for you. They are all self-explanatory. The audio, cover, another category is common blogs. This is a replica of the most used blogs. So you have blogs like paragraph, images, and so on. Paragraph, a blog that displays text. Image, a blog that displays a single image. We have the file, a blog that contains a downloadable file. Visitors will be able to download the file directly from the blog. Formatting category. This category of blogs is used to add some formatting to your content. Example is adding custom HTML to your post, and even classic blogs allow us to use the old WordPress classic editor. So we have the code, a blog that formats the text within it as a code block. Note that this is different from pre-formatted blogs. The pre-formatted block is a blog that formats the text in a pre-formatted text. This replaces the classic editor's pre-formatted text formatting. Custom HTML, a blog that hosts HTML code that can be used to format content. Pull quote, a quote that is formatted to really stick out with the text, usually more so than the usual quote. Classic, a blog that allows us to use the WordPress 4 and earlier classic editor for content within the blog. Table, a blog that allows us to create a table and populate it with data. An interesting category is a layout element. This helps us in displaying our page or post structure or layout by using blocks like columns, page breaks, buttons, and more. Button, a blog that contains a clickable button. You may link the button to another page or website. Column, a blog that is split into separate columns. You may add new blocks within the separated columns. Media in text, a blog that displays media on one side and separate content on the other. More, a blog that displays a clickable read more button. Page break, a blog that establishes a breakpoint on the page or post. Any content displayed after the block will appear on a separate page. Separator, a blog that displays a separator, such as a line. The widget category, which is also available under the appearance, allows us to include widgets and third-party plugins directly into our page or post. Shortcode, a blog that lets us add shortcode. Latest post, a blog that displays a list of links to our latest posts. Archives, a blog that displays links to archival posts, usually separated into months. Categories, a blog that displays a list of website categories. Latest comments, a blog that displays the most recent comment on the post. Embeds. This category enables us to add or embed third-party content into our posts and pages, and below is a list of third-party content you can add.